Okay, I'm up here in mid-Michigan, and it's mid-September, September 15th. It's been hot for the last 2 weeks. It's been the 80s. Some leaves are already starting to change color. But I've been having some issues with the roof. I know it's older. I had a couple contractors come out. Really good one yesterday, super detailed and thorough. I want to show you some of the areas he was pointing out. And so we got about 2,000 square feet of roof, and these old can vents are super old. He said they don't make these anymore. There's, what are there, 6 of them down there? No, 5 of them down there, 2 here. So 7 total vents. There's supposed to be more. And there's no ridge vent at the top. So the circulation here is really bad in the attic. I'm on the back side of the garage. So what he suggested, for my quote here, he's going to put a ridge vent all the way across, which actually helps circulate it better. Underneath the gutters here and the soffits, we have vented or slatted soffit covers that go underneath. So it basically just sucks a lot of air in. And when there's not enough vents here to circulate the air, it just gets super hot and it just cooks. So it's one thing that just reduces efficiency with your AC unit and your utility bills. So that's something to consider. And then as far as the overall condition, you did mention that it's structurally sound for the most part. It wasn't too bad. However, there are some issues with this roof. So for one, over here, these shingles, this looks like he said evidence of possible hail strike. I'll show you a few more. These shingles basically go right up to the drip edge. There's no overhang. So there's supposed to be 1/2-inch overhang, so that wasn't installed correctly. There's a couple other issues I have. So I wanted to show you some more evidence of what he thinks is hail strikes. Down here, you get a closer look. So these shingles are just, took a beating, and what happens is stuff over time just starts to wear, and this stuff builds up in the gutters. So with this spot here, he thinks that hail strike happened maybe, and they don't have a ice or water shield underneath, so any kind of leak, or if it wasn't installed correctly, where the seams line up, could have basically just hit that spot and just started creating like a river towards the end down there where it's real soft. So I got a quote on this originally. It's already getting worse. I think the previous owners hit it because they put a whole bunch of layers of shingles down there to make it look smooth where the plywood was starting to rot out. So but with given that, got a quote for this section here, basically 6 feet over, going all the way up. This is 15 feet for $1,500, which seemed reasonable. However, thinking about it, this roof's about 15 to 20 years old. So is it worth just, investing in a roof? And got a few quotes. First one I got was $1,200, but they never came out. So they did some satellite imagery, and which seems like a decent price. But the guy who came out yesterday gave us a quote for 13 grand, and that's including, higher quality nails. Just seemed like he was more thorough and detailed, especially when it comes to, these shingles, lining these up correctly, and then putting a proper ridge vent in here to, increase circulation and help with that. But as far as that's concerned, check this out. So they had these cheap, these got to come out. All right, these gutter guards, what they do is they put them in here. They all got to come out. I took some out previously, but they tuck these in underneath, so it basically lifts the shingle. So water and ice can get in there and build up, and that's another issue. I'll take the rest of those out in a second. But look at that. Does it really do anything? Yeah, it might prevent some leaves, but it's terrible. Also, this is 45 feet going from here all the way down. There's only one downspout. Now, there's supposed to be 2, given the size of this, but there's nowhere to put a downspout here because it's all cement. So I'd have to run like a really long extension, which doesn't make any sense. But these gutters are all also taking a beating. The alignment of these, and these are old gutters too. He said he hasn't seen these in like 20, 25 years. So these old nails that kind of screw in with the aluminum gutters, and these take a beating too, especially too if there's only one downspout. All that water is relying on down there. So as far as flowing out, so it takes a beating. These are only 4-inch gutters. I wanted to get 5 or 6 inch, And some of these I got to keep hammering in. So I'm going to have to look at that. But I wanted to show you one more spot down here. So actually, where was it at? I don't know if I can find it, but oh, right here. You can see some of this crap is just, you see how gritty that is? So it's starting to take a beating getting through that layer. And down here, he was kind of showing me, this stuff collects in the gutter. Look at this. So you know, and this stuff builds up a lot because I've seen this when I was cleaning out the gutters. So you know it's starting to take a beating. But he said most of it's structurally sound. It's just there's some things that, you know, it definitely is older. It's aging and it's showing its age. But been having some issues here as well. This is over our bedroom. These gutters, like I said, there's only one downspout. And look how loose that is. So these screws or these nails keep popping out. And if there's only one downspout, all that water is relying to go down here. So I don't know if ice damming's building up here from those gutter guards, but some water's gotten inside on the ceiling of the bedroom. It wasn't terrible, but just a few spots I noticed. So I have to get down here and actually replace or seal some of this up on the ends. So I think water's getting in there. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see it from this angle. On the top of that, there's some spots there. That's hail damage too. So we do get some hail up here. But that's pretty much it. So thinking about replacing this in the spring, you know, free up some funds, move things around, and then maybe replace the gutters too. So I got a quote for about $1,900 for those, for 6-inch gutters, which would be great. We want to do black, so maybe that'll be something in the spring. But that's pretty much it for now. So stay tuned for more videos. We'll see you next time.